Hey, welcome back everybody. We are back in Path of Exile, and today we're taking a step away from Phrecia League in order to try and prepare for 3.29. We still don't have the announcement. The announcement is tomorrow, so lots of details we don't know. But I've been messing around with the idea of starting Herald of Thunder Poison, which is an old favorite of mine. But it's got some new tools that I want to check out. The problem I'm running into is how to start it. So I've got this example that goes up to T16, and I'm trying to figure out like how to make it feel good in T16s without any of the like extra specialized stuff. Eventually it's going to go coruscating elixir, but right now that doesn't feel good enough with only 3.6 thousand energy shield. And there's not a whole lot of point in doing it until we make a swap to like full energy shield. So that is kind of where we're at. I'm starting to wonder The next step I want to take is I want this to be able to do a Sanctum, but I'm not super confident in it right now because Herald of Thunder and Sanctum, well, Herald of Thunder Poison and Sanctum feels pretty bad. But I need to be able to do it for the Ascendancy. So let's pull this into POE. Let's see what we're working with right now. Okay. This is what we have right now. We are not using... At the moment, we're not using Tempest Shield. I kind of hate that. But I think it's the right choice for now. Because it's a choice between Tempest Shield and Malevolence as far as what we're using and not using. But we need everything else. Everything else is absolutely necessary. Herald of Thunder's main damage, and it's at 300k, which isn't awful. I wish it were better, but it's not awful. And yeah, I think that's it. So I know a couple of things that we can do to make this better, but I think they all require me to ascend again because I kind of need Sinner Saint, if I'm being super honest. Okay, so I think here's the plan. We get 2 more levels, which allow us to get Wasting, which is another 10% DPS, right around. Is there anything else we can do? No. 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 Okay. So those are about as good as it gets. Herald of Thunder. Still okay. $32.93. I need to fix my fire res again, I think. Sadly. Okay. Let's switch res back over to You know what? No, I'm gonna keep 75 fire rest. It's fine. It's not good, but it's fine. Wait, it would be 75 anyway, right? Yeah, it's 75 anyway. I just have it exactly. Okay, we're good. Alright, let's jump into T16 and see how that feels. Right now, we are insanely weak to chaos damage. And fairly weak to fizz. I think Mace is gonna be awful for us, but we're gonna test it out. Yeah, so this feels mostly fine. As long as we don't run into any chaos, because chaos is bypassing all of our like actual defenses. I really like Pathfinder poison builds. Poison Prolif feels so nice. Yeah, so short of chaos damage, this feels fine. I don't think it makes sense for us to go CI. All right. Here we get some chaos damage. The caustic ground. I feel like it's usually caustic ground. Okay. Doesn't feel too bad right now. That hurt a lot. Okay. Alright, now I'm fairly positive Oak is about to murder me. Ooh, that hurt. Okay, this isn't going so bad. Alright, that took forever, but it was fine. Well, we lived through it. Eldritch. The key here is I know this build is capable of at least 2 million without switching too much. Like without going conversion into chaos, without going into anything else. I know it's capable of reaching right around 2 million when you invest into it. Just trying to remember how to do that. I think I've already got a Malachese. But it looks like we're T16 viable. As is. It leaves the question, how do we advance at this point? Temp chain's there. Specifically, how do we get more damage at this point? We got a bunch of levels to play with. But what else do we have to mess around with? Our dagger can be a little better. Honestly, not bad as is. What am I going to say? Storm Secret. That's the second ring. Oh, you know what? No, it's going to be a betrayal. Yeah, betrayal. Which is tough because that means my resistances are awful. But it is a ton of damage. Like night and day damage. Problem there is I have so much resistance coming from my ring. I think if I do that, I have to drop Leper's Alms. Yeah, I think if I do that, I have to drop Leper's Alms, which is going to be a little rough. What can we do on our tree? I think these two are huge. Yeah, that's another 30. All right, what is my point for point breakdown? Reservation efficiency is huge. I totally forgot that was a thing. We can grab that right now. Wasting Discord Artisan. Okay. Yeah, so reservation efficiency or reservation mastery, Discord Artisan, and wasting, which is 6 levels. Puts me at level 91. Kind of just a slow burn until we get there. If we do that, let's see, grab that. We're at 322. Grab that, grab that, grab that. Shoot up to 420 without touching any of our gear. If we then add Betrayal, probably bump up to what, 650? Still 165. So just under 600 for Betrayal Sting. Okay. I think it's the plan then is we just need levels. That's a ton of damage we can get out of levels. Are there any points that I don't absolutely need? How much is Whispers of Doom giving me? A lot. Okay. Oh, I don't need these flask points anymore because I'm not currently switching to coruscating. Because those points allow me to have 100% uptime on coruscating elixir, but since we are not using that yet, we don't need those points. Which means we can do that and that. Huge. Okay. Mesa completed. Let's go Silo. It's my favorite map. Hopefully we have Silo next league. Ooh, that hurt. Alright. Is it just like the hits from the blood? Because I have corrupted blood immunity. I think. Ooh. No, he just hits hard. Okay. What have I done here? Where are you at? There we go. That was annoying. Okay. Am I getting crit? Is that what's going on? Okay. I think that's what's going on. Oof. Okay, so still weak. Got it. And I'm especially weak to spells. Okay. I don't have any vis damage reduction, so it doesn't matter. Alright, let's see if this fares any better. Yes. Rude. I think this is a combo that should never exist. Constantly revive minion soul leaders are the worst. Okay. Ah, caustic ground. Okay. Think. Hmm. Okay. Caustic ground again. Well, caustic ground is spells. Okay, so too big a T16 is still a little rough. But are we close enough? Good for you. I was trying to figure something out with this as well. I think season of the Assassin Rear gave up. Yeah, I messed around with the Assassin a little bit, but Poison Prolif is necessary, I think, and it's hard to get. And they took out the only other source. Well, okay, they took out the only other source that wasn't Beano's. The problem is Beano's feels really bad to use. Okay, so I think what is it called? Forbidden Tome. 68. Area level 70, let's say. One div. Oh, that's 69. Nice. So the objective here is we want to try and get one. We want to try and have their quest one and keep that until we're like powerful enough for it. So let's see how this goes. Nope, wrong place. Okay. All right, acceptable so far. That's bad. Okay. That could have been a lot cleaner. Okay. Cannot have resolve Aegis. I don't know what that means. One fewer room. Alright. So this is going to boil down to I have 3 choices this way. We're going to go that way. Okay, cool. If we just keep the quest one for way too long, we should be okay. Okay. Rewards unknown, I don't like. I don't love C1 fewer room ahead either, but it's the best option we have. Oh, you know what's going on here is I've got evasion, and that's helping me a ton. That's what's going on here. Rewards are unknown. I don't really love. This is risky, but I'm doing it anyway. Where are we at? Okay. All right, we're gonna go minor treasure here. That was dumb. Okay. Such a bad one. That's such a bad one. Okay, hopefully we can get the one that gives me, I think it's 50% more, because that'll counteract that. Although the question is going to be if I have enough for it. I should. Okay. Please give me damage. Damage. Now, if we can just get rid of the whatever it is, we'll be in pretty good shape. Okay. Couldn't remember if that was one of the shrines that gave you a buff. All right. Excellent. Resolve mitigation we don't have. Yeah. 50% of resolve loss from enemy hits is removed from Aegis before resolve or inspiration Aegis is broken. Interesting. Okay. So resolve mitigation we don't have. We don't need it. Chaos is nice, but Minor Treasure can help me buy some buffs. We're gonna go with that. Wait, is this one we can cheese? No. Okay. I actually have to kind of play the game a little bit. Now we can cheese it. Okay, Cursed Pact. And maybe we can get rid of our damage nerf. That would be huge. I hate this room so much. It is legitimately my least favorite room. Which is funny, because, like, I loved Original Sanctum. But when they introduced rares into Sanctum, I hated it. Absolutely hated it. Okay. We didn't get any of the things. Random minor boons. Random minor affliction. 150% max is really good, but minor afflictions can be pretty detrimental. I'm gonna walk away from that. This is the only one that gives us a choice. Hate that. So much chaos damage. This one gives me a choice of 3. Don't love this room either. Okay. All right, come on, shop. Chests no longer drop Arius coins. Traps are really bad. Traps are really bad is awful, but I think I like it more than the rest. I do have to defeat all of the rares in here, so. Might as well take it easy. Nope. Have fun with that. That was really annoying. Okay, I need 50% fewer choices is still choices. Okay, good. Come on, more damage. Reduce merchant prices is not what I wanted to see there. Okay. Ooh, merchant right away. I think we take the merchant right away. It's a little risky. I'm gonna do it anyway. Hey, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. Okay. Oh, I thought it was early enough. All right, there we go. Oh, not there we go. All the explosions and thought it was over. And it threw me off. Okay. Oh well, Phrecia? No. We are in Mirage at the moment, because I wanted to test out Herald of Thunder, Poison Pathfinder. See how it feels right now. I might as well. I have plenty of currency. Alright, we got lucky, it wasn't awful. Come on. I have a feeling I'm about to get kicked. Yep. Okay. Those are both pretty bad. And this room is awful. Okay, look like the two next rooms were not great. More life. Minus resolve. I really don't want more life. This is gonna suck, but it's what I'm going with. Okay. Please have something for me. Okay. What have you got for me? Well, I guess it's better than nothing. Okay. Rude. Finch wings is not doable. Okay. Remove Hungry Fangs, remove Weakened Flesh, gain Random Miner. No. Impact more resolve, remove Silver Tongue. I think that's okay. That's acceptable.
You have invoked the wrath of a powerful entity. Perish!
Okay. All right. Pretty good. Did pretty good. Okay. Now let's finish this out. Let me make sure. I'm always nervous about this. Is like, do I need to be able to pay for one of the ascendancy points like at that moment? I don't think so. I think you can do it without, but just in case. Okay, this one gives me 3 choices, so is the best one. Okay, good. Reduce resolve recovered. Okay. Let's do this. I really don't like this room. But oh well. That hurts so much. Nope. Means I basically have 1 more of those before I'm done. Come on. Ooh. That was tense. Those meteors are no joke. I wish I knew which one to take. Okay, this one gives me more choices a little later, so we're gonna go this way. Oh, this is bad. Did I miss? No, I panicked a little bit and brought my cursor outside of the screen. Okay. Okay, he's done. Now it's just one more. And it's awful. Where are you at? Nope. Come on. Don't choke here. I'm so bad at these. I need like a really good recovery. You know what? Merchant will work. Merchant will give me an extra 25. Why is this room the one I have to do? Okay. I really don't like this room. I'm gonna die. Yep. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay, we can do... This one's pretty good. That's absolutely doable, but I need to get a better run. Forbidden Tome. Max 70, go. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna be hard up for the coins, so I'm gonna grab all that I can. Can I have Resolve Aegis? I actually really like having Resolve Aegis. More life. That's bad. Just no longer drop Aureus coins is really awful. But it might be what we end up doing. Okay. How much Resolve Vegas do we have? 19? It's not much, but it's probably helping a lot with chip damage. It doesn't matter though, I need the coins. That was bad. That was really bad. Okay. Oof. That's really bad. Movement speed is important enough that I have to take the less damage. And that sucks. Okay. All right, maybe we can do this and then immediately get rid of it with a pact. I really hope so. I have been walking into so many things on this one. Okay. First pact. Okay. Remove blunt sword, gain random minor. What did we get? Cannot recover resolve removed after killing. Awesome. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab this, because that's really good, and hope it's not too bad. What do we get? Fiendish wings. Oof. Not great. Not great. Fiendish wings is not what we wanted to see there. Fiendish wings is really bad.
Your will is weak. It's almost endearing.
Okay. Hopefully we can get rid of Fiendish wings. This Fiendish wings is really, really scary. Honestly, a Radiant Fountain might do it. Because Radiant Fountain removes something. Okay. That helps. Please have damage. Okay, less life is kind of like damage. I can't. Oh, that's so bad. Spiked exit is actually awful. Sanctum sucks. Yeah, but I need the ascendancy. Gain an affliction when you gain an affliction. Reduce resolve recover. These are all bad. These are all really bad. I think reduce resolve recover is the least awful one. That guard with Fiendish Wings is so bad. Honestly, all of them. Fiendish Wings is awful. Okay. Okay, well at least we get a merchant out of it. Okay. Find the exit. Okay, we can do that. Hmm. These are so awful. I've gotten so many bad, like, afflictions. It's honestly impressive how many bad afflictions we've gotten. Alright. This is really annoying. I miss original Sanctum. Okay. I don't think I'm going to make this one unless I get Fiendish Wings removed. Or a lot of damage. Which sucks, because that is kind of a key part of my plan. I cannot afford to take movement speed reduction. Why did I do that? It doesn't even matter. I'm so done. Not that I think it mattered a ton. I think the evasion scaling, actually all the defensive scaling in Sanctum is a joke.
Bow to my sycophants. You seek to challenge death by staring it in the face? How pathetic.
Okay. Very little chance I survive through this. Okay. I think we go Cursed Pact. I would love to use Radiant Fountain, but I cannot afford to do so when I get a random affliction. Okay. Okay, that went pretty well. I'm nearly there anyway. Give me damage. Okay, that wasn't damage. Still wasn't damage. Not worth. I mean, I guess it kind of was worth, but still. Feels bad. Okay, finally the best choice is also the choice I want. And it's not egregious. Okay. Please give me damage. Finally. probably end up taking that. His hemorrhage is not bad at all. Yeah. Yeah, we're absolutely gonna take hemorrhage here. Nice. More damage? I have no money. Fortunately, nothing here I want to buy either. Okay. Find the exit. Okay, we like those. What have I done here? I've gone full circle, right? Which is a little impressive. It's up here. Well, I thought it was up there. Okay. Ignore resolve mitigation. Afflictions are unknown. No, that's death. Yeah, it doesn't even matter because I have to take this. Afflictions unknown is actually death. Let's grab the coins while we're here. Okay, good. Less coins found. Gargoyle. I'm tempted to do gargoyle, yeah. It's not ideal, but it's not terrible. Find the exit? Yeah, it's find the exit. Found the exit. Remove fiendish wings. Ooh. What did we get? Room types are unknown. Incredible. Actually incredible. Okay. We might save this run. All right. More life. See one fewer room ahead. All right, I think we do the merchant. That gives us a bunch of options. Because we could do the more life, which isn't incredible, but it is certainly doable. Find the exit. Go. My chaos crawler makes me super nervous all the time. Because I'm worried that it's like a minion trying to kill me. Can I get even more damage? No. I think I'm okay though. I guess I should. I'm unlikely to find another merchant. Okay, one fewer room ahead, but we get Benevolent Fountain. Don't I still have the thing that makes me gain an affliction when I use a fountain? Yeah, okay, so no fountains. Which means we go... Yeah, we go more life here. Not ideal, but it's I have to do it. Okay. Did I get hit by that? Why did I do that? That was so much damage that I just took for no reason. Oh, I hate this room so much. Okay. I need to play so much of this clean. We can go straight forward here. Find exit, good. We like that. Okay, I got out of there. Okay, we did it. It would be really nice if we found a merchant. Ooh, afflictions are unknown or volatile, and a div. Okay, fortunately we can move one ahead and see what all these are, because that's going to be the deciding factor there. Because if we don't have any more afflictions, who cares? We'll go merchant and see if we can get a little more damage. Okay. Okay, so the scary thing here is if I go merchant, I'm restricted to these two. But I think it's a better choice. Volatile anomalies are not like the worst thing to happen, but they can be really bad. Where are the Okay. Hey, did I get hit by that? But sure. Right. Huge. Also huge. Because that'll help me get through the next couple of rooms. Alright, cool. And we do not have a negative impact anywhere. So, all good there. I really should have looked at the room types. Okay. It could have been worse. Not much worse, but it could have been worse. Oh, right. We get kill 10 guards for free. That's actually kind of sick. That worked out pretty well. Okay, unknown encounter. These are not too bad. That was bad. Okay, but that's it. And a major, no, none of these are worth it. Wait, would this work? Cannot lose resolve until you complete the next room. Would that work? Because my next room is... the boss. I'm actually going to look that up. Let's see. Rare beads. Sanctum. I'm gonna go for it. And it was free. Because in theory, that's a free boss kill for me, right? She's right, I can't escape it. Yep. It's a free boss fight. Excellent. Now the real question is, will this affect the final fight? And I don't think so. I would be shocked if it did.
Take my flesh. You will know pain. Inevitable. Be gone.
Where'd you go? We good? No, come on. Gotta be careful. All right, we did it. Oh, right. This is what we did it for. Next, accept. Okay, so the big deal here is we can now do this and grab this. And that is powerful enough, like on its own, without doing anything else. We could take this and take off our gloves, and even though we would have, we would be losing like 30% of our damage from Herald of Thunder, we would still gain DPS overall because we wouldn't be dealing with the less poison duration. It is quite a big deal. All right. So there we go. We have to reach red maps, get like 400k DPS, and then we can do Sanctum reasonably. Okay. All right, we did it. Which means we can now do, I mean, a lot of things, but the thing that we need to do first is see if we can get a Foulborn, what is it called? Blue Dream? Or Blue Nightmare? $500 chaos. I think given the divine to chaos ratio at the moment, that's not terrible. I need chaos. I have divines. Yeah, it's about a div. Okay. Then I need lightning res. Do I have those? No. Lightning. Tattoo. Okay. Alright, so what we're gonna do is what do I want to do here? I think I'm gonna do this. I know it's a mistake, but I really want to do this. Blue Dream. Okay. That's now good. We have mostly chaos damage. And then for now, in order to maintain that, we need a Storm's Gift, preferably with temp chains. Alright, so Storm's Gift, temporal, oh, there we go. All right. Let's see. Need these two. That I can put this back in. And then definitely needs to be changed. At least one green, I suppose. 2 green. I want blue. Or okay, let's do this instead. Blue. 1 guaranteed blue. There we go. That allows me to do this. But we can add in something else instead. Put away this full course. And cruelty. And then we'll grab, I think, deadly ailments. Yeah, deadly ailments. And we don't need to overcharge anymore. It might still work though. Okay, and then we'll go start going back into curse effect. Okay. Let's do a T16. See how that feels. Now the question here is, well, I mean, okay. I have lost a not insignificant amount of poison chance, haven't I? %. Yep. Ooh, that's a lot. Ouch. Okay. The theoretical damage is higher, but my poison chance sucks and my shock chance sucks. And I still take way too much chaos damage. I'm losing so much XP when I do this. Okay. Hurt a lot. Okay. Get out of there. Yeah, I got stuck there. That was a bad idea. Okay. So the alternative here, and I think it might be the better option, instead of doing the chaos conversion first, we can do the life reservation first. And then convert to full ES. Because the chaos conversion, I think, works best if I go crit first. Right. I don't want to curse right now because I don't have double curse. Okay. Yeah, chaos conversion works better if I have, or at least I think it works better if I have crit. That was a mistake. Okay. Let's do the other way then. And instead of doing Storm's Gift, we go back to Full Course Guidance. Right. I need regrets. Sure. I'm gonna need more. Okay. Then we go refund this and this, and grab these two, which gives me the ability to switch things over. The only other thing I need is a rune or tattoo, no, rune graft of treachery. There. Okay. I need some scouring orbs. And then refund those so that I can grab this back. This is empowered envoy? No, lasting impression. Let's refund an empowered envoy that I can grab. Rune graft of treachery. It's very important. We're also gonna need that there. And then do we bother? I don't think we bother with this anymore. I think we go straight to a pure energy shield chest. Let's go do that. Body. Energy shield. Fractured 100. Alright, what are the good body armors? Okay, we're looking for Nightweave, Arcane Vestment. Here we go, Arcane Vestment. Or Nightweave. What is my current intelligence? 271? Okay. How much of that is stats from things that I don't necessarily need. 36 int from my body armor. Okay, otherwise it's pretty good, but I think we go Arcane Vestment just to be sure, because its intelligence requirement is much lower. Okay, let's do this. Leave. All right. Need to 6-socket. And then aside from the 6-socket, there are a couple of ways we can roll this. I think the way I'm going to do it is just using Harvest Bench. Okay, 6-socket done. And we need to link it. Okay. I need fusings. I have a divine. And as far as colors go, I think the colors I need are pretty easy. I need 1 red and 1 green. Anytime now. There we go. All right. Let me double check that I need 1 red, 1 green. Because I will mess this up. Yes. 1 red, 1 green. Boom. Done. Okay, now we come over here. Not there. Come over here. And we just use blue essence and reroll defense. We want basically at least T2 both. Oh. Nope. Yeah. You know what? That works. I might be greedy though. This is double T2, which is super good. However, I would actually really like to have a resistance on here. Or two. I'm gonna greed. Now, the real question is, will I regret that? Ooh. Only that mana wasn't there. You know what? That might be worth an null though. A null mana? No, wait, that was the fire rest. Okay, I don't think it's worth it anymore. T2 flat ES, T3 hybrid, tier 6 cold, tier 5 regen. I don't think it's good enough. Okay, tier 1 ES. So what's about to happen here is we're gonna go over here and do suffix regen while nearby. And then slam this and hope for the best. Not what I wanted to see. It's not terrible. And it does give me a bunch of fire res. Which I don't necessarily need. Honestly, I need cold res more than anything. But I can swap it. Let's see, fire too cold. We need some yellow life force. Do not need that much yellow life force. I need like 500, right? Close enough, probably. Fire to cold. Okay. Herald of Thunder, Deadly Ailments, Ellie Focus. Oh wait, no, not. Wait, yes, Ellie Focus. Yeah, Ellie Focus for now, because we're not crit yet. Unbound. Mournful Herald. And Arrogance. Which costs 100.96% of my life. And that's actually pretty good. It's not too bad. What that means is I can go buy an Arrogance support. Of level 21. I think I'm gonna have to trade. Yeah, I don't have 25 chaos. Okay. Need chaos, have a divine. Thanks. And then we purchase the 21 arrogance. Gives us a slightly lower cost. Puts us at 99.97. Which means... Oh, not enough life. Okay. So close. What is it we have to do here? 130, 130, 120... Right, Deadly Ailments is one of the problem children. Okay, what we can do instead is do increase critical strikes, which does the same thing for us that Scornful Herald does, just not quite as consistent. Then we can reserve all but one of our life. If Coruscating Elixir ever falls off, we're dead. Instantly. And... we get to reserve everything else, I think. What am I missing here? Vitality, Clarity, Frost Blank, Tempest, Shield, Despair, Grace. Do I need Grace still? Oh wait, no I don't, because I'm actually gonna refund a bunch of stuff anyway. Because... do we? My resting evasion rating is 7k. Because of Grace. I can keep it and do just fine. Oh, right. I also need to get more poison on hit tattoos. Totally forgot about that. How many can I get for a divine? Nice. Okay. Herald of Thunder. Instant poison 98%. Why? Oh, right, because I put back on Volcor's guidance. Right. Okay, so I don't need this yet, but I will later. Actually, while I have one, I'm just going to use it. Okay. Let's go. Okay, excellent. That should have increased our damage pretty significantly. Excellent. I kind of want to put that level over here and start heading toward block. Yeah, I think we do that. Okay. Are you reviving your own minions? No. Okay. Okay, cool. That hurt a lot. Okay. Thinking. Why do I have all of these? Hmm. Yeah, I don't know about this. Like, I know the potential gets there, but I don't know. For a potential damage of 10 million that is hyper reliant on block for survivability. I don't know. Okay. Come on, get out of there. Yeah. Okay. 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 Capable, not great. Let's see. Okay, so it's sitting at 635. Okay. Hmm. Okay, so in order to take it further, I honestly need to do crit conversion. How close? Scornful Herald. Is it 1? We get a crit chance of 19% right off the bat. $60. $74, not enough. So we really do need Scornful Herald to be level 3 to have a like reasonable shot at crit capping. Right, even that's not enough? That doesn't seem right. 68%. Where else was I getting crit? Oh, Diamond Flask. I don't love relying on a Diamond Flask though. %. Yeah, power charge is good. I guess I do go diamond. If I get diamond with charges when you crit and even more crit strike chance. Okay, so Diamond Flask, level 3 Herald, or Scornful Herald. We would still need to figure out the life, which I think we just do like... It's so close. Oh, you know what we could do? We could reroll Spiritual Aid into almost anything else and use that. There are a couple down here. There's like Champion of the Cause. Yeah, Champion of the Cause would probably be the right call. And then once we have that amount of crit, take this off. Put this on. You can drop those. The duration here. Don't need that anymore. And that puts us at 100% crit chance. Drop these. Okay. Then we do this. Then convert. Okay. It's an okay plan. Because eventually it turns into this. Wait, no. This is what it was. Eventually it turns into something like this. Which, in the exception of the Fizz Max hit, seems pretty good. Alright, I forgot about the critical damage on this one. Once we have Scornful Herald, Ellie Focus is no longer the best in slot for us. We switch to increased critical damage. Everything else is spot on though. Then we no longer need Grace. And we grab Deter, or what is it? Discipline. I haven't seen any of these items. I think a pretty important distinction here is that... Oh, this is so much damage. Betrayal Sting is a huge portion of our damage. Important distinction here, though, is the ability If we switch to Betrayal Sting, still think we need crit first. Which presents a problem because getting a Scornful Herald level 3 is going to be a pain early on. And because they're exceptional gems, they take forever to level up. And then I think for gloves, I might actually go... If we do this, because this is a big if right now. If we continue with this approach, I think I would end up taking some Chaos Leech to try and get some leech on here. I don't think the sustain is enough right now. I think the sustain is insufficient. Actually, I know that sustain is insufficient because we're feeling it right now. Let's try that actually. Refund that. Let's grab Ghost Reaver because we have a very small amount of lightning damage leached as AS. And it's not, well, it's not making much of a difference, is it? Maximum total is doubled though, so maybe that'll help. And I think that's feeling better. Yeah, we're gonna go do that real quick. That is easy money. Okay, still weak. We just don't have enough flat ES. But I think the leech does feel better. I say that. Alright, come on, Suresh. Is the price coming up on these again? 1 to 7. I'll take it anyway. Okay. Back in there we go. On that note, what is a scornful herald? I'm level 3 minimum. 25C. Alright, so it looks like we can get one fairly cheap. Which is probably worth it. And then I think we're going to end up having to get a Watcher's Eye for ES on hit. Just to help the sustain. Ooh, that hurt. Okay. All right. Good stuff. So there's that. Let's go grab this Herald. Okay. That will get us really good, really close to crit cap. We just have to make up for the 20% chance we lose here. But in order to pull this off, we need a little bit of reservation efficiency. On that note, we really don't need Presage anymore. We can switch it out for something else. Okay. Once we're here, we can just farm. Because we're coming up on 1,000,000 damage. Once we're at this point, we can just farm out our next gear swap. I do really want to drop Secrets of Suffering. Or, not Secrets of Suffering. I really want to drop, Leper's Alms. But it's a not insignificant part of my damage. What were the... Is taking his fire, flask gain, flash charge gain, okay. Damage taken recoup, no. I kind of want the endurance charge, if I'm being super honest. don't really want this. I guess I'll take it. I'm running low. You know, I'm thinking that Ellie Focus might be better for me than Deadly Ailments. Is a difference of it's like a 10% difference, but it's a lower reservation multiplier, and it doesn't kill my my hit damage. But it gives me way too much life back. Yeah, I think I just need a couple more levels to flesh out my life total, so I can afford the extra 10%. Because we've got almost everything we want. That's not true. Critical damage is, yeah. Okay, yeah, we've basically got everything we want, because we want to replace LA Focus with critical damage support when we go to all crit. But the reservation multi is the same on those. So we're good there. We increase by 10%. We go to 99.97 reserved life. Which means... What does that mean? How much life would I need to get to half a life point? Let's see, 3,000 life. Am I thinking about that correctly? Yeah. No. 3, it's parts per 100, so 1,000 life gives me 30%. So yeah, 2,000 life should get me there, I think. Yeah. I need right around 2,000 life. least I'm pretty sure. Do I have any life rolls on here? Yes, I do. Under 19% chance to poison, good. And from a relatively little amount of investment, we want Discord Artisan anyway. Actually, pretty significant damage boost. I'm not going to keep it like that. I'm just curious. At what point are we able to... 1849. $1982. Still not enough. Need to grab some more scouring. Not scouring, regrets. There we go. I miss old school hot, true. Although old school hot is still doable. You just go crit now, and it's kind of only doable on well, it's doable on a lot of things. It's most effective on Elementalist. Okay, let's go ahead and refund these back. Put those points back where they belong. was this last point? I had it in Ghost Reaver. Do I care enough about Ghost Reaver? I think for now I'm going to try and skip it. Yeah, I forgot we need some flask nodes. Because otherwise we can technically run out of ruby flask and that would be really bad. There's another option in that we can just go grab trader. Might be cheaper overall. Put a trader right here. Alright, let's run one more map. See how it feels. Because we did just improve the damage pretty significantly. Okay. Not sure what killed me. There's a real chance that I ran out of curse getting elixir. Okay. All right. Needs damage for sure. And the trouble I'm seeing is I don't know if this is going to be good enough to start. It's got a pretty slow burn up. And I'm worried that it's going to feel bad. Okay. That hurt a lot. Okay. Not too bad. Still think there's a lot of risk. I don't know. I don't know. It's certainly got potential. Like that's for sure. I think I could fix a lot of the issues that I'm having right now by just not using leprosaums. Like I lose a pretty significant chunk of damage by not using lepers, but I would also gain a ton of block. Like I could drop a lot of our damage. And go more into block. The problem I have there is where we're at. We're at 1 million, and it's not gonna feel great if I drop more damage. I don't know. I'm gonna have to give this some more thought. I like Herald of Thunder, like a lot. But Herald of Thunder Poison has some pretty significant drawbacks. And I don't know if I want to give that a go. I could just take a different approach and maybe do a little better. I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about this. A lot to think about for sure. But I think that's gonna do it for today. Tomorrow, I will not be streaming it, but tomorrow we have the live stream for the next league. So we'll find out, maybe not all, but probably the vast majority of the details. We're going to be missing some key details, like any new gems that come out. Usually we're missing level 20 versions, but we'll be able to see a lot of what's coming. Also any balance changes that are coming. So we'll see how all that goes and where that puts us. Hopefully there's some good stuff that we can play around with. But that is going to do it for me today. Thank you all so much for watching. It's been a blast.